basically pile foundation. Next. The primary objective in civil engineering of a subsoil integration is to determine the stratigraphy and pertinent physical properties of soils underlying the site so that a safe and economical foundation may be designed. The strata classification is most commonly determined by making bores, test pits, etc., and collecting soil samples, disturbed or undisturbed, and carrying out necessary tests on field as well as in the laboratory. Normally, shallow and deep foundation types are adopted in general for measured of structures, excluding special purpose structures. Widely adopted definition of a shallow foundation wherein the depth of foundation is less than or equal to twice the width of the foundation. Foundations with depth of embedment greater than permissible for shallow foundations can be termed as a deep foundations. A shallow foundation may include individual column footing of any shape, combined footings, a wall footing or a strip footing, or a rough foundation. The deep foundations wherein the soil support is applied at some depth below the usable portion of the structure. However, under certain conditions, subsoil improvements, say as pre-compression, vibroflotation, stone column, etc., can be carried out for the improvement of soil. The deep foundations generally involve the economics of different processes. Normally, two types of deep foundations, that is pile foundations and caissons or bed foundations. The second type is being used for these offshore structures. Now, coming to the piles, these piles are vertical or slightly slanting structural foundation members having relatively small cross-sectional dimensions with respect to their length. The chance of precise analysis of pile foundation is thus even more remote than is true for most problems in geotechnical engineering. Empirical knowledge and the results of pile load tests at the actual sites are usually for the solution to give a pile foundation problem. Piles are classified depending on their functions, their composition, and method of installation. Piles classified based on their functions are compression piles, which generally transfer its load by end bearing or by friction along the shaft or by both. A compression pile may be further subdivided into a bearing pile and friction pile. A bearing pile receives a major portion of its supports from soil or rock at its tip. Tension piles. These piles resist the batter piles used to resist the inclined or large horizontal forces. And the fourth one is compaction piles, generally used in cohesionless soils, causing compaction in surrounding soil and hence increasing its supporting capacity. Piles classified on their composition as timber piles, best suited as friction piles in granular soils. However, their use is decreasing because of the unavailability of good timber. Concrete piles, either precast or cast in situ piles. Precast piles can also be prestressed. Cast in situ piles can either be bored or driven. Any problem?
No, sir, you can continue.
Okay. Sorry. Steel piles prefer in marine structures where their resilience and column strength are advantageous in resisting impact forces from the berthing of ships. Composite piles. A commonly used type of composite pile is the concrete and a timber pile. Timber is used below the lowest groundwater level, above which the concrete column is generally used. Timber pile is given to required depth and position, and concrete section may cast in situ. And the last one, pile classified based on method of installation as driven piles. It involves the displacement of soil during driving, and hence there is compaction in loose soil. Bored piles, generally cast in situ concrete piles using conventional method wherein a casing is used while forming a borehole, which is withdrawn while concreting or formed by direct mud circulation method. So these are the few types of piles. Now today we will discuss the piling activity procedure for bore cast in situ RCC piles by hydraulic method. This is the machinery used for this piling. This is the piling rig, and you can see that shaft, which is a rotary driller, and it is central position at certain location, and with the hydraulic force, it drives very faster. I think to bore around 18-meter bore in all types of soil, including rock, it requires only 45 minutes or 50 per pile. This much fast piling activity is done by this hydraulics machine, and I'm very much proud to say that on this present site of hospital building, where almost we bored 350 piles in just 40 days, with the help of my colleagues, this Mr. Jagtap, who is representing Bhati Raje, and our office head on-site exhibition, Mr. Rajesh Pongche. They worked very day-night to complete this activity in about 45 days. Actually, they took 6 days less than what was scheduled for the piling activity. So this was the speed of this machinery, and piling contractors who has experienced of about 30 years in this piling activity in all types of soils, marine structures, everything. They are Stepon Constructions from Bombay. Next. These are some activities. Actually, you can see the rotary drill and this concrete mixer, which is being the concrete is being poured to the trimming pipe. All these piles, need to be concreted under the pressure, and hence a trimming pipe, which is penetrated up to the last point of the this shaft, and through which the concrete is being poured, and concrete is coming from the down to upward, so that it displaces the whatever the mud or whatever the water, and you can get a shaft of a pure concrete at the end. So this is the picture where they are placing and the trimming pipe, and the concrete is being poured from this concrete transit mixer. The plant, our contractor has set up the plant on site itself, and about the grade of the concrete is about M30 grade concrete. So this requires a good slum, as well as it requires a very good concrete, which because of from this 18-meter flow, there is a possibility of segregation of aggregates, and so the concrete mix design has to be required to be done properly with a minimum quantity of water, and we use the plasticizer, super plasticizers to control the segregation. This is the same picture. Actually, this top funnel is being lifted with the help of that. So once the concreting at the bottom is done, they lift the funnel, and each time the part of the trim is being removed, so the concreting can be continued up to the top of the pipe. Next. This is the actual drilling of the pipe, boring of the pipe rather. You can see that rig, some casing at the initial requirement to pass through the loose soil is being put, and the drilling activity is being continued. This is you can see this is the chisel. Whenever the soft soil is done, then we need to find the resistance of these piles through the end resistance or the end bearing, and for which we need a certain depth to be anchored in rock. The rock quality and all has been previously or initially taken care of with the help of soil friction data, and they are the predetermined. Whatever is the embedment depth in the rock or anchor depth is required for various methods of the pipe. And this is the chisel which passes through the rock of required strength, and that can be lowered in this same borehole with the, because we have placed all first casing so that the loose soil cannot be entrapped and the chisel can pass through to the rock sample. This is again some concreting to the trimming of the top. This is a trimming, and you can see this trimming pipe which is being lowered into the borehole up to the bottom of the pipe, and you can see the length of the trimming and top attachment of the funnel in which the concrete is being placed. Yeah, Jagtapji, please, can you talk this about what is this? Yeah, please, you can talk. No problem. My colleague, Mr. Jagtap, will tell this is the safety arrangement they have made to test the pile. I think it is the testing of the pile.
Dynamic load test.
Yeah.
बोलत साहेब.
Marathi बोलत चाललं. Yes, no problem.
हे आपण पायलिंग टेस्टिंग साठी वापरलेलं आहे. आतापर्यंत कसं असतं एक्झॅक्टली, आता आपण याचे पुढे पण फोटो आहेत. ठीक आहे, आपण हायड्राला तो चिजल हुक ऍड करतो आणि त्याला ते बांबूने जाळ लावून तो खाली पाडतो पायवरती. पण आता ही नवीन सिस्टीम आहे की ज्याला आपण फ्रेम असते वर खाली दोन्ही साईडला, जे की सेफ्टीच्या दृष्टिकोनाने आपल्याला प्रॉब्लेम येणार नाही याच्यावरती, म्हणून ते यूज केलं जातं.
Yeah, this is the actually by code it is required to test all the piles of 2% of the whatever piles are to be tested for dynamic loads, and all 100% piles are need to be tested for the integrity. Integrity test will give us the concrete consistency inside the shaft of the pile, and some variation of the passing of the waves, sound waves or these waves are seen, then the integrity, then we need to discard that pipe. So the concreting as well as the boring is most important thing for this piling, and which this is the test for the load. This is dynamic load testing to work out the safe loading capacity of the pipe. Next.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
this cable is being joined. They have this cable is joined to the laptop or some program, and then they can, you can see this hammer or the weight is being put on that pile tip, and the resistance of that being made of the pile load carrying capacity. If that is if it is meets with the required capacity, then the pile will be cleared for the further procedure for the pile capping and all this. If it is not, then that pile is need to be discarded, and another location you need to add another pile. Same methodology. I will show you some video for this. Just a minute. Can you see the video? Yeah, can you see the video?
Yes, sir.
So this is the starting of the boring of a pile. You can just see. The pile center has been made and is ready for the boring. In about 10 seconds, it has reached to 1.5 meter depth. So within a 1 minute period, it has reached almost 1.5 meters of depth of the pile hole. Next one. A few videos, you can know the actually what is the practical activities. It's actually concreting of the pile. This is the trimming, and we need to overflow each pile to get all the muck accumulated in the pile hole, so that the pure shaft of pile with the required concrete strength actually. You can see the muck coming out of the borehole. Once the green concrete is coming out, then we can stop this and move for the next one. These are the pile cages with required cover. All piles are reinforcement is with binded with the spiral reinforcement. This is the dynamic load test. You need to have a prepared head to take the dynamic load testing. This is the dynamic load testing for the actual. These are the testing equipments, and the gauges are joined to the computer program. And then this is the normal method wherein which this load hammer weight is being transferred to the pile top to get the. Before that, the integrity test has been already get. Once the pile is cleared with the integrity test, then only this dynamic load test has to be carried out. This impact has been calibrated with the help of the program, which will give the capacity of the pipe. For this, all this you can see, this reinforcement need to be bent, and you need to prepare the top surface of the pile head to carry out that rest that plate and on which the impact of that weight is calculated. Same. Again, this is the again testing. So that no. Yes, I will just add the presentation.